Hi, this is Anne. Today I'm going to use texture paste, a stencil, a little bit of cold glue, and a palette knife, and then a few paints. But it's going to be very, I think, very light paints. I'm not sure, like maybe a rose pink and a cool grey or something like that. But I will see when I get there. I'm going to put the stencil on. First, I just want to draw myself a dress here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use as colors, but I'm just going to use this for now. I just want to get a smaller palette now than that. I've got my homemade texture paste here. If you want to see how I make that, you can just check. There is a video on my page. I usually put a little bit of cold glue in with it just before I use it. I don't like to store it with that in, but it keeps a while. And it's just about the flat of the knife cold glue that I've put in. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna use my stencil now. Remember, if you use a stencil with texture paste and stuff on top of it, you must immediately put it in wash it when you're finished. I've got a bucket of warm soapy water here with me at the bottom, so I'm just going to pop it in there when I'm finished. So I'm just going to use my stencil. Usually when you start, you don't need to worry to hold it too tight, because it sort of sticks as you go along. I'm going to go over the whole thing, and then I'm going to maybe build up a little bit over the dress. I'm not sure. Otherwise, if I take this off and I like it, I can maybe just leave it as is. So I'm just going to pop it in the warm water, then I will clean it up a little bit later. Okay, I've got a lot of texture paste left, so I'm just going to go with the dress. There's something hard, I just want to take it out. Okay, you can even take let me just get one, a bamboo skewer with a piece of paper, and just if the lines are not too clear, maybe just clean up a little bit with your bamboo skewer. Usually I don't worry too much about that, but yeah, there you have it. Now I'm just going to let it dry. And what I usually do as well, let me just show you, is I just clean up around the areas. And if you're going to put this in a frame, you can take off a little bit there at the sides, otherwise it's not going to fit nicely into a frame if you've put on too much texture. So when this is dry, I will just take a sandpaper and just go slightly over everything just to take off all the loose bits, and then I'm going to paint it. And it's a very quick and easy way to start painting. Okay, this is dry now, so I'm going to take a little bit of my white and my burnt umber and mix it into this beigey color. I'm just going to give this one coat, and then I'll start to paint on top of it. I'm going to use this Waterfall Green now. This is Daler and Rowney ink, and then I'm going to put a little bit of white in there for the highlights. So okay, I'm going to use this burnt umber acrylic ink. It's also a Daler and Rowney, and I'm going to paint the whole thing, but I'm going to water it a little bit down, and then I'm going to wipe it off with the wet wipe. It would give it a little bit of nice shadows and depth. I'm going to use a little bit of my titanium white. It's my acrylic paint, and I'm just going to lightly touch all these raised areas. Let me just get a little bit more. You can use a brush as well for this. You don't have to use your finger. Just works easier for me is to put it on there and just touch the raised areas. I still got a little bit of that green ink on the side there, so I'm just going to go into my white and highlight certain areas more. You can even take a little bit of your ink and just go into the parts where you want a little bit more shadows, or you can wait until it's a little bit drier and then do this. And there you are. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I will definitely see you next time, and you must have a lovely day.